Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night AEW Full Gear review. Um, got mixed feelings about this show there. I don't know. If this was a CZW show there that I was going into, maybe. Is it worth $50? That next $50 coming on my cable bill there, I'm gonna be crying, ladies and gentlemen, crying all the way to the bank there. Voice match: Santana and Ortiz defeated the Young Bucks. The indie fans, they love the Young Bucks. They mark out for these guys. Me personally, not a fan, so I have no emotion going into this. I just feel like it's a long ass match between jobbers. That's how I see it, you know what I mean? Midgets, jobbers having a long ass match. It looked a few times like they were lost and they didn't know what to do. At one point they were just standing there looking at each other for like almost a minute. They just stood there, and even the announcers had to say something. I don't know. There just looked a little unorganized, in my opinion. Looked a little amateurish there. So it is what it is. Santana and Ortiz won, and I couldn't care less, ladies and gentlemen. Second match: Hangman Adam Page defeated Pac or Neville. An okay indie match, I guess. Personally, again, I felt it was very long and boring. During this match, I was starting to get that TNA feeling where I just want the show to end, you know what I mean? I wanted the match to end. I just don't buy Adam Page as a legit wrestler. He's friends with the Elite, but why the fuck should I care personally? He wrestled in Japan. Again, I need more, to be honest. I don't see this guy as a star. I find it boring, and they've had multiple matches. I believe this is like the toyed match or whatever. If this was WWE, we would be bored because it's a rematch. Well, the same applies here. I was bored and couldn't care less. Third match: Shawn Spears defeated Joey Janela. When these guys were coming out during their entrances, I just thought it looked Jobber City. They looked like ham and eggers big time going out there. During the match, I started regretting that I spent $50 on this shit, because they just looked like bums and jobbers. Shawn Spears won. Nobody gives a damn. This wouldn't even be good enough to be on main event in WWE there. Fourth match: SCU defeated the Lucha Brothers and Private Party. An okay match, I guess. An okay tag team match. Or spot fest, basically. A whole bunch of spots. It is what it is. Just another fucking spot fest there, and it's going to be forgotten in 5 minutes. I already don't remember what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Daniels came out with a mask. They closed the lights. They closed the lights like 5-6 times during the show, I think. They closed the light. Christopher Daniels has a mask. He removes the mask. It's Christopher Daniels. Nobody gave a single fuck right there. You have a masked man. Who is it? Is it somebody? Is it CM Punk? It's Christopher Daniels, who was injured 2 weeks ago. Holy fuck, I'm intrigued here. This is wrestling. Fifth match, Rio defeated Emi Sakura. It was okay, I guess. You heard crickets in the crowd there. Rio defeats Emi Sakura. And not a single fuck was given, let's be honest, folks. Sixth match, Chris Jericho defeated Cody Rhodes. It was a basic wrestling match. Nothing really exciting. MJF threw in the towel. So you get some fuckery right off the bat there. Jericho's first pay-per-view defense. It's some retarded crap like Hell in the Cell, but it's the old throw in the towel gimmick. MJF turns on Cody Rhodes. Indie fans care about MJF. They think MJF is a big star. Regular fans don't know him. We haven't seen anything to go along with all the hype. It's just a guy, just some kind of Miz EC3 character. He turns on Cody Rhodes. Why should I care? Because the guy swears in promos once in a while. Why should I give a fuck? When it's a basic match against Jericho, I paid $50. It ends with stupid towel horse shit. Cody Rhodes, he was bleeding. Who cares? Meltzer can give it 5 stars because of a bit of blood. Wasn't that impressive in my opinion. And the finish was fucking goofy. So, speaking of goofy, John Moxley defeated Kenny Omega in maybe the most over-the-top TNA-style hardcore match that I've ever seen there. Like barbed wire, going over the top with the barbed wire to the point where barbed wire shouldn't even be impressive anymore in hardcore matches because they did everything you can do with it in this one match. You know what I mean? Just the stuff they were doing, they should be dead. When you go too much, it starts to look ridiculous. It starts to become absurd, like broken glass in the head, like screwdriver or a spike in the head, mouse traps, broken glass in his mouth, like every weapon you can think of there, But it felt like it was too much, too over the top. After you see a bunch of shit with broken glass, how does a shot with a garbage can matter? You know what I mean? How does anything matter? It becomes ridiculous after a while, So Ambrose won with his finish on the ring, the exposed ring on the wood or whatever. 1, 2, 3. It lasted like 30, 40 minutes, the hardcore match. I'm sure people will like it. Like in TNA, people throw in a hardcore match. They want you to say it's great just because it was hardcore, but it was almost too fake. Too much shit with the mouse traps and stuff like this. And the broken glass, it just became ridiculous. That's what I think, you know what I mean? But was it an okay indie show that might be worth $5.99 or something like this? Maybe if you want to watch a CZW event, if that's your kind of thing there, but overall, this definitely was not worth $50. Definitely not better than WWE. Not amazing wrestling, just an indie show that's worth $3 or something like this. That's if you buy the DVD with it. If you're into fans like House of Hardcore or CZW or something like this. But is this a revolution that's taking over wrestling? Hell no. This is cheesy, corny, indie garbage, is what it is, Darren. Okay at best for CZW, for a supposed giant, awesome Fed that's taking over WWE, blah, blah, blah. I would say once again, it did not live up to the hype. Just 4 hours of indie nonsense, not worth $50. Until next time, peace.